All right, my friends, so this is a choice activity. I just wanted to do this for you guys to have if you wanted to give it a try. So we're going to skip this slide and I'm going to show you exactly how to do the long division with regrouping. So again, same steps that you guys learned in the previous chapter, but I'm going to give you some examples here. All right, so again, divide. So you're doing 3 divided by 2. So essentially what you want to be thinking about is how many 2's fit inside 3. You can only fit 1 2. Okay, so then we're going to multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. And this is where it differs from what we did before. Usually when we would subtract, we'd be left with 0. Now we're left with 1. We check, it is less than. This is where the check gets super, super important. So we check, and then we bring this down to a 2. It becomes 12 now, okay? And remember when I would circle right here, it's because now we're dividing this entire thing. So now we're doing 12 divided by 2, which is 6. And 6 times 2 is 12. We subtract to be left with 0. Check. Nothing left to bring down, so our answer is 16. All right, so let's do another one. So we're doing 78 divided by 3. So we're starting our tens. How many 3's fit into 7, which is 2? Then we're multiplying. 2 times 3 is 6. Then we subtract to have 1. Check. It is less than that, so we are good to go. And then bring down. Now, this is where we start dividing this entire thing. We're doing 18 divided by 3, which is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. And we are left with 0 remainder. So if you'd like, you can finish the rest of that page. Now, this is some more practice. Same thing that you are more than welcome to do. Now, this gets into some more practice of just long division. So you have the option of doing whichever you'd like of the stuff that we didn't get to. So I'll do a couple examples here so you have it. So now, this is a tricky one because we started our tens, but 6 does not fit into 2. So you have to start with a 0. And then you multiply, same thing we always do. Subtract, you're left with 2. And you bring it down, and you still have 27. So you have 2 options when you come across something like this. You can just completely skip this first place value, or you can think, how many times does 6 fit into 27? So 6 times 4 is the highest that we can go. 6 times 4 is 24. And then you subtract to get 3. And then there's nothing left to bring down, so this one has a remainder of 3. Now, sorry, I kind of got it in the way of that one. So, okay, same thing here. 7 does not fit into 5. So you can either put an X there so you know not to do anything, and then go right into thinking about how many times does 7 fit into 50? What times 7 gets us close to 50 without going over? And that is 7 times 7 is 49. And then we subtract, and we are left with 1. There's nothing left to bring down, so we'll have a remainder of 1. All right, now again, these all also have remainders. So if you look at the top, it has some extra. Now again, grade 4, so if you want to give it a go, you're more than welcome. So how many times does 5 fit into 9? Only once. Multiply, we get 5. We subtract, we have 4. It is less than 5, so we're good to go. Bring it down to have 8. Now how many times does 5 fit into 48? Or 48 divided by 5 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Nothing left to bring down. So this means we have a remainder of 3, and this is how you will write it. So some more practice that you can get into, some more division. And the last thing that I would like to show you is when it is 3 digits. So sometimes people get a little overwhelmed with this, but it really, you essentially are just following the same steps that we keep doing. You just continue to another place value. So let's start here and then we'll go down. So 9 does not fit into 2, but we're gonna do all our steps here. So we're gonna put a 0 there, which means 9 times 0 is 0. We subtract and are left with 2. Then we check and bring down the next place value. Okay, now we're doing 20 divided by 9. So that would be 2. 2 times 9 is 18. We're left with 2. Okay, check. It's less than that. Now, again, this is usually where we're done, but since there is the B, we bring down because there's still something to bring down. So we're going to bring down this 7, and now we are using this number to divide. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 3 times 9, 27. Subtract, and we are left with 0. So the quotient is 23. All right, let's look at this one. So 647 divided by 4. So now we're starting with our hundreds. Before we started with our tens because we are only doing 2 digits. Now we're starting with our hundreds because you always want to start the furthest left. So we're doing 6 divided by 4, which is 1. Multiply. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract. We'll be left with 2. Check. Good to go. And bring down. And now, this is what we're dividing, okay? So 24 divided by 4 is 6. 6 times 4 is also 24. Sometimes this will happen, sometimes it will not. We have 0, check, good to go. Bring down that 7, and now we are looking right here, because we brought that down. Now we're looking to divide there. So 7 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, and we will have 3, which is the remainder. Okay, some will have remainders, some will not. And then here's some more practice. You have thinking cap, more thinking cap, and then you also have a chapter review. So all of this is optional, additional work that you can try if you want to keep working on long division to prep for 4th grade. You are more than welcome.